The Lion-Eating Poet in the Stone Den is a narrative poem written and published in the 1930s by the Chinese linguist Zhao Yuanren. The poem is about a poet, 诗士, named 诗士, who lived in a stone den, 石室, and swore 是 to eat 10 lions, 10狮. The poem is an example of a one-syllable article, a style of constrained writing found in Chinese literature. This type of article are typically written using classical Chinese and takes advantage of the large amount of homophones in the Chinese language. These kind of poems generally makes the worst kind of tongue twisters, as they are incomprehensible when read aloud in standard Mandarin, and the only difference in the syllables are the tones. For example, this is the title of the Lion-Eating Poet in the Stone Den in Chinese. 诗士, 石狮使. Just saying that makes my tongue cramp, and that's only the title. I applaud anyone who can read the entire poem out loud. The author of the Lion-Eating Poet in the Stone Den also wrote 2 more poems in the same style. One is called 季鸡鸡鸡鸡, which is about a woman named 季鸡 hitting 鸡 chickens, 鸡. The other is called 西西西, which is about a boy named 西西playing xi with a rhino, xi. There are other examples written by other writers, such as 弟弟弟弟 by Dong Xuan, 比比 by Yi Ming, and 一仪一仪 by Jiang Tao, just to name a few. About the author. Zhao Yuanren was a linguist, polyglot, and composer. He is also known as the father of modern Chinese in China, as he helped to produce gramophone records of standard Chinese pronunciations and published a guidebook for Chinese grammar. He was a supporter of the Romanization of Chinese and even developed a system called 国语罗马字, meant to eventually replace Chinese characters, but it never took off. In fact, he wrote the Lion-Eating Poet in the Stone Den as an extreme example of what could be done with written Chinese to argue for the Romanization of Chinese, because such confusing writings have to be deliberately produced and won't naturally occur in everyday use. Although, since the poem's publication, many people had thought it was meant to be an argument against the Romanization of Chinese. Thus you could say he failed to convey his meaning. Fun fact: Zhao Yuanren's wife, Yang Buwei, published a cookbook in 1945 named How to Cook and Eat in Chinese, which according to her was translated from Chinese to English by her daughter and edited by her husband. Between the 3 of them, they coined the terms stir-fry and pot stickers. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.